Hello, council meeting attendees. So I wanted to share this presentation with you. It was required for class, but I just wanted to kind of give you guys an update on some of the knowledge and research I've been working on in this class. My topic was sustainable energy options for Solomon, Alaska, and I subtitled it a preliminary study because this is all preliminary, and I hope that this is going to help us move forward in our component. For my class presentation, I had to give them a small outline. Half of it we already know, so who and what is Solomon, why alternative energy, what are the options, and how do we implement these options. Solomon, Village of Solomon facts. We are running off of a generator with 10 kilowatts. It's a remote off-the-grid community. What else? Everything else we should know. And I believe our goal is to become a live village again. What is sustainable energy for the OS? Energy efficiency and renewable energy resources. We had the energy audit performed at the community center. We need to focus on implementing some of those recommendations for energy efficiency upgrades. A lot of granting agencies aren't going to take us seriously if we do not follow through with some of those recommendations, because that would be the first step in any renewable energy resource. Here is a snapshot from the B&B audit report. As you can see, the electrical demand is 5.56 kilowatts. On average, it's pulling or it's needing the 5.56 kilowatts. And you guys can see when they did this study, it was cost 51 cents per kilowatt hour for electricity. Part of assessing Solomon for renewable energy or sustainable energy is looking at the climate. So I looked at it for December, and it says that it's mainly sunny, which is good if we want to do a solar panel. I continued to research more climate, highlighted renewable energy sources, factors, would be the sun and the wind. And then I looked at some history for Solomon at, midsummer in July. This is average for the whole month of July, which, let's see, where's the wind? Okay, average wind 9 miles an hour with gust wind at 27 miles per hour. I don't know if that's enough wind, but it's just kind of giving me an idea of which direction I could start further research into. And then there is also this tool off of the NREL website to calculate at this location, which is mile 34 off of the highway. It calculates the solar radiation you can expect with every month. So that's kind of good if you want to lean towards solar. I mean, I don't think it would be a full reliable source for electricity generation. So what I also found is an alternative energy option would be having a mini grid system. And this would be a community-based model for Solomon. So we can have the wind for when it does get windy, which obviously isn't going to be 24/7. And we're not always going to have 24/7 sunlight, but in the summertime, we could rely on this pretty well. And then if neither of these two are working, then we will have the backup generator which provides 10 kilowatts. And then this would be the B&B. If we did implement a mini grid system, each member of Solomon would have ownership and would be expected to learn all the necessary knowledge in maintaining the grid and maintaining the renewable energy technologies. So also what we could look into is a community center exercise room. This guy, Adam Bosel, he opened Green Micro Gym in Portland, Oregon. He invented the Upcycle EcoCharger, which is a bike that generates electricity. The idea is not only to produce energy, even in small amounts, but the main goal is to raise awareness and provide education to tribal members and guests that stay at the B&B, which I think is a great idea. So our options would be the wind turbine, the solar panels, which I think they would look pretty cool on the B&B. I don't know if we could do that, but we'd also have hopefully some exercise equipment. And with the mini grid system, we can hook up a couple cabins and tie that into our off-grid mini hybrid system. And this is our shopping list. For a mini grid system, we would need a solar charge controller, an off-grid inverter, a small wind turbine, because they come in all different sizes and can generate different amounts of kilowatts. I think a 10 kW should suffice. We would need a battery bank to store the energy. Say it's blowing 30 miles an hour or 25 or something, with the wind, then this would generate electricity and store it into the battery bank, and it would sit there and be used when this isn't blowing any wind. So, I mean, that's a great tool and great system that we could use. Same with the solar panel, it would work the same way. And we would need a DC disconnect. Methods used to date, we obviously have renewable energy on our work plan for IGAP this year. I've been attending this course to help me learn more about this topic. We have obtained the energy audit report. We are planning to develop a REP. We're exploring alternative energy options, and we're learning the process of creating a mini grid, community-owned energy system. So our action steps moving forward, we need to implement the energy efficiency upgrades from the audit. That is something that we definitely need to start hopefully budgeting for. We should be getting 1 full year of environmental data with help from Robert Benson. And I've been in contact with him. He's totally on board and helping me find the right tools and meters to conduct a year of assessed environmental data in Solomon. We need to keep the community member education ongoing. We should always be learning and working together as a team to get this going. We need to develop an REP, research, grant opportunities. If we can, have a fundraiser, and then come up with some installer contracts for hopefully a mini grid system. These are my references.